Lacey here from Online Tutor House, and today I just wanted to review the installation of our 6 Degree of Freedom robot arm installation instructions, and the arm that I have assembled or anything. It just has been assembled, and not much more than that. We have 6 servo motors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Oh, and 6. So, yeah, that's what's going on. So, it's going to be able to rotate this way along the base. It's definitely going to need to be, like, brought down so it can stabilize. Right now, it's on this platform, but it's not stable, really. And then you have the middle part, this long arm bar. And then the gripper. The gripper is going to be able to open when the servo motor is on. So I probably should stop doing that. Okay, so let's go ahead and review what happened during the installation. And I will be, uploading some shorts to kind of give you like review of the process as I was doing it. Yeah, because I did record those, but I'm going to do that more so in a short form video instead of a live. But I just kind of wanted to go over like the things, problems I have ran into, and maybe like what good happened and what didn't go so well. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. My head is cut off, but yeah, maybe I can push the table back so my head won't be cut off. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it. The robot arm installation. Okay, so basically the assembly, 10 pages, but it wasn't the best instructions, but I did find it online. It was on the Amazon website server, or the web server. So I was able to download it and print it out. So basically the checklist before you install it, it says check to see whether or not there's any missing or problematic parts against the items list, and make sure that the parts are complete before starting the installation. Yeah, I probably should have done that. Reason being is that kind of I still have a lot of little washers left, and mostly the little washers, the little bolts, and a couple of screws. Not really too many screws, just like 5. So I got 5 screws that I don't really know where they go. Maybe it's for the base, like when I'm attaching the base to something. Maybe they're just being nice and generous. Who knows? I really don't know why I have those missing parts there, because all of the servos are attached, and so I'm not really clear on like why I have extra parts. Okay, and the only other thing that I haven't put on is attaching the concealing the wires, and just, I guess, making it pretty. So that I'm gonna do later, but I wanted to give this little assembly video to you, let you know progress. Getting ready for Robot Arm Week. Open enrollment is already in place. Go to onlinetutorhouse.com and go ahead and click on that learn more button so you can get set up. If you do have any other questions about Robot Arm Week, you can definitely ask your questions during the Zoom call meeting that's going to be available. So Yeah. We're going to do that Sunday at 7 p.m. And go ahead and register for that. And it's free. It's a free information session. So there's no cost to find out more. And then once you're ready, you go to that same link, scroll down at the bottom, and then there's the enrollment form. And you can just fill it out and pay for your robot arm week. All right, so here it is. The tools, Phillips screwdriver. So that's all I needed was this Phillips screwdriver. And that's all I really did. And one thing that I like most about this screwdriver is that it had a little magnetic thing. So the screws were staying on there so it didn't fall off while I was trying to put them on. And there were a lot of little screws and a lot of stuff that I had to put. So it was very helpful that it had the little magnetic tip. All right. So that's that for the tools. Nothing much else needed. So that was nice. Then 3, the test. Before installing the chassis, please test whether the steering gear is operating normally. Okay, the steering gear has to operate normally, and adjust the steering gear angle as shown in the thing above. So this is the steering. Well, I think this is the steering gear. My thing is, I'm not really sure if this is supposed to stay extended or what it's supposed to do exactly to say that it's working, but it is basically moving in all directions. It says the 1.5 millisecond 90-degree position in the figure is the midpoint of the steering gear. We need to find, it does not need to be particularly accurate. And for a 180-degree steering gear, it is a 90-degree position. So 0 degree corresponds to like the 0.5 millisecond position, and 180 degree corresponds to 2.5 millisecond position. In this way, the installed mechanical arm just works within the required range of motion. So we definitely need to fix the range of motion here. Yeah. So therefore, it's very important to determine the midpoint or 0 degree point. Mark one with limited position inside, the other without limited position inside. Usually the ones without limit are digital servos. The best way to judge is to turn the rudder angle by hand after installing the rudder angle. If the rudder angle cannot be turned after a certain angle, it means that it is internally limited. If it can keep rotating, it is not internally limited. Yeah, we know that it's not internally limited right now at this point. Okay. So the servo with limit position is 0 degrees position when it is rotated counterclockwise, and it is 180 position when it rotates clockwise. Location. The test can be done by writing code yourself or using a dedicated steering gear controller. Okay. The installation of the steering gear in any degree of freedom must allow or must follow the above process. Otherwise, unexpected failures will occur. Yeah, we don't want any unexpected failures. Okay, so next is 4. Step 4 is like the assembly of the manipulator. And the beam is the base. All right, so that was the bottom part. So we started at the bottom, we worked our way up to the gripper. Okay, so the beam is the base of the mechanical arm, which needs to be fixed at the bottom plate to prevent the mechanical arm from toppling. Yes, it is not stable. If you don't have it secured down onto anything, it's going to topple over. That's why I have it turned like this. you know, I mean, I have it bent back like this so it can kind of have an equilibrium or center of gravity that's kind of midpoint of the plate. Okay. All right. So then the multifunctional bracket, there's two, well, no, there's three of them. So it's this one, and this one. So there's three. 1, 2, 3 of those brackets, the multifunctional bracket and beam. And basically you put one on here and then put the servo on it. Then you put another one above it with a servo on it. So each one of these brackets has a servo on it. Yeah. And then the red circle, okay, so there's a red circle on the actual instructions. So it kind of tells you which hole to put your screws in. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. Then the multifunctional bracket is installed in a mirror image on the left and right, and the nut is on the outside. Okay, so first you put on one end of the wire into the bracket and put the wire close to the back of the bracket and press the other firmly. Press it in to loosen the bottom screw and then install it to ensure that the accessories do not fall. The fixing hole of the servo is on the outside of the bracket. Do not install from the inside to the outside. Okay, it looks like it wants me to like basically squeeze it in. Okay, so that might be a problem. I might actually have to redo this part with the actual servo going to the gripper. That's the only other thing that I think I messed up on, because I was able to connect the bracket to the steering gear, and then I installed the multifunctional bracket to the flange rod. So this is the flange rod right here, and that was pretty straightforward. There were 2 L brackets, and I put them onto the brackets, and then that was pretty much it. That was good. It wasn't hard. Yeah, like I said, I guess the most difficult part is going to be reattaching this servo from the outside in, because I was trying to do, and I was like, that's hard. I'm going to have like force it or something. And yeah, so that's the reason why this has a limited range of motion. It won't go all the way up, because it actually should be on the outside instead of the inside. So I will redo that, and then I'll make a video of that installation. But I was able to install the gripper and get that working with a good range of motion. Yeah, if you don't line it up correctly, yeah, it's gonna be bad. So the rest of the instructions is when I actually connect it to Arduino. I'm not gonna use Arduino. I'm probably gonna use Raspberry Pi. Yeah, because that's just what I prefer to do, because I'm used to using Raspberry Pi for my connections. Okay, so that's pretty much it. If you don't have any questions, like I said, we're gonna have a information session on Sunday at 7 p.m. Feel free to reach out. The link is in the bio. The link to the Zoom is in the bio. So all you have to do is come back to the channel, go to the bio, and click on the Zoom link, and that'll take you straight to the Zoom. So hopefully I see y'all there, 7 p.m. on Sunday. All right. Bye. See y'all next time.